night's glare. A chant arises from the cold still air. The graves exhale a ghostly sigh. The dead awaken beneath a blood-red sky. A ritual hums and the shadows keep a curse unleashed from the ancient deep. The dead awake, they can no longer sleep. The rooms ignite, the veil is torn. A legion rises where the night is born. No prayer can hold, no lie can save. The ghouls call out from beyond the grave. The grave unsealed, the dead take flight. A necromancer's dance in a moonlit night. With every second their hunger grows. The living tremble as the death unfolds. Oh, grave unsealed, the rite begins. Tonight's the night the dead come in. The cemetery hums with a deathly song. What could mankind have done so wrong? The dead attack, they gnaw and bite their hunger, not satisfied as long as there's still life. The first to rise, a brother's face, but that brother is not the same. The grave unsealed, the night takes hold. A story written in the flesh of the cold. They're coming to get you, Barbara. They're coming to get you, Barbara. The car lies dead on the haunted road. A sister scream in the night's abode. The farmhouse looms a fragile shield, where shadows whisper what the fates yield. Bend boards the windows, a desperate stand against the ghouls prowling the land. The candles flicker, the air turns thick. Are they dead or are they just sick? The ghouls outside, their moans alive. die. The ghouls are gathering right outside. The boards creak low, the dead draw near. We have to get out of here. Refuge in shadows, the night closes in. A sanctuary built on a grave of sin. The ghouls call through the wooden frame, a battle waged with a dying flame. This refuge in the shadows, hope grows thin. Sooner or later they're gonna find a way in. What will we do then? TV channel says stay inside. The ghouls are gathering right outside. The boards creak low, the dead draw near. We have to get out of here. With a coward's plea, Harry's voice cuts the harmony. Ben stands firm, a warrior's pride. The tension is mounting inside. They argue loudly, but Ben makes one thing clear. Harry can be bossed down, trying, they'll be in soon. Then what are we gonna do? Then what are we gonna do? Oh, the night of the ghouls. Oh, the night of the ghouls. Helen weeps for a child's lost life. Barbara fades in the endless night. The TV speaks of a world undone, but trusty roads beneath the sun. The ghouls press close, they moan and scream. I can't wake up from this dream. In this wooden sarcophagus, the end draws near. We still need to find a way out of here. The cellar door is boarded shut. If we need it, you better
is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted. Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. I think we have some late word just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed, and we're able to report a definite course of action. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
Tragic the fire spread. Ghouls feast where the living bled. The upstairs window, a fleeting hope, crushed by the weight of the ghoulish scope. The farmhouse falls, the dawn draws close, a tomb of silence where the story froze. Marches where the night's been. Ben peers out, a weary soul survives the ghouls to face a new toll. The rifle cracks, a fatal sound, a hero lost on blood-soaked ground. The truck rolls up, the man in haste mistake his face for a ghoulish waste. No questions asked, no mercy shown. A survivor reaps what the night is sown. Morning's mistake, the bullet flies. Ben falls where the living dies. In the daylight's glare, the truth's too late. A man mistaken by a ghoulish fate. This morning's mistake makes it clear, ain't no one safe anymore. Dragged a pyre start, burned with ghouls in a farmer's cart. The farmhouse smolders, a silent frame. No one knows Ben's rightful name. The radio's news, a world in fright, still unsure how many lives were lost last night. The truck rolls up, the man in haste mistake his face for a ghoulish waste. No questions asked, no mercy shown. A survivor reaps what the night has sown. Morning's mistake, the bullet flies. Ben falls where the living dies. In the daylight's glare, the truth's too late. A man mistaken by a ghoulish fate. This morning's mistake makes it clear, ain't no one safe anymore around here. The posse retreats, their task complete. Ignorance of the man they beat. The field lies still, the story ends.